about your daily job first.
Oh, yeah, I'm one of the people with a real job. I have a PhD in clinical psychology and an active psychology practice.
And then the result is this about the woman figure. All right.
I don't know how related they are, actually. I imagine they are to some extent, but I see those two things as parallel tracks in my life that intersect occasionally, I guess. They have little detours. First, I was a psychologist, and then when I finished school and all my residencies, I thought, oh my God, I hate this. Turned out I didn't. But it made me think, what do I want to do? What speaks to me? And art always had, and I had never really realized that the things I liked to make and the images I got in my mind and the things I wanted my hands to do was making art. So I permitted myself to begin to call it that and to set aside space and time to do that in. And we're talking about 20 and more years ago now. But anyway, so I'm self-taught and have done a lot of assemblage through these years. I probably do 60 or 70% of my work is three-dimensional and the rest is two-dimensional. This particular piece began, you might remember last year there was talk of putting women on some U.S. currency. Mm-hmm. And we feminists all think that that's a great idea. So I started making these. I started drawing women on singles and fives and spending them in stores. And so they're out there. They're out there. There's probably 100 or so in circulation. Kenya has one.
Yes.
One for his birthday.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
You see, there's a reason I'm in love with her.
And sometimes, and I'm
not in that way.
That's private.
Hey.
Too much
And sometimes I sell them. But then that got me to thinking about, then there was the call for art for this show. And I wanted to make a vehicle for the bills. Because I find them playful but also serious. They have a serious socio-political kind of statement going on. So I wanted to make something that honored that. And then this image, this is pretty close to what popped into my head as kind of a vision when I was thinking about what to do. And I think what it's like all good visions, it presents itself and then I figure out what it means. And I think what this is a goddess. She's the spirit of femininity, and it's in one of her many manifestations, which is to be giving, to bestow life, to nurture the good, to nurture existence. So she stands here, and this is silver leaf on her face and her hands, and silver top. And she stands here just bestowing all that is good in nature, the minerals, the money, the plant life. She grows. I made these vines out of paper, and this is one layer of satin and 7 to 10 layers of tulle. Each layer has flowers and vines and bells. I think she is meant to be abundant. Abundant, right. That which gives.
Our Lady of Abundance.
Abundance. That's right.
Giving in abundance.
Next I pour spaghetti sauce on her.
What is the flower? It's the flower. Is this a decoration or
it's just a pretty?
It's just a pretty.
Okay. It's just a pretty.
So did you relate it to green with the money, or it's just did it happen?
Well, it just happened, but I think it's about plant life. It's about that which grows from the earth itself. And isn't it interesting that we've made our money green?
Well,
and I think that's an unconscious thing, right?
It's a code, right?
Right.
All right. Wonderful. Any questions for her? Wonderful. All right.